about our Father's business. Grind mode, filled with this Holy Spirit. That's a cheat code. Holiness the standard. We never fold. We about to make a scene. Episode about our Father's business.
Yo, we are back. Episode 16 of season 3. Boy, season 3 of the Not the Same Podcast. Hosted by this one word, C-Micah. That one word over there, Mr. Rob Redeem. We're glad, gracious, and very, very happy to be back with y'all for another Not the Same Podcast music and faith show where we play the latest and greatest of CHH/positive music. You know what I'm saying? Music with a message and all that deep stuff to sound like a easy listening radio station. Nah, dog. Some of this music is hard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's gritty, son.
That's
you
what
know,
they
some
say,
of that.
son.
But if you're watching us right now exclusively on YouTube, please do us a solid. Please do us a favor if you have not done it already. Do what you see on the screen right about now. Number 1, hit that like button. Number 2, hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed to the Not the Same Podcast. And lastly, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we are live like today or on every other Tuesday or on every single Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Do that. You know what I'm saying? And don't be disobedient. Go ahead, brother.
Right. Hey, we want to give a shout out to our rebroadcasters of the Not the Same Podcast, our MTMV famo. You see them down in the left-hand corner. Life Show TV, Takeover Radio, Praise 365, Parable Radio, RYC Praise News, His Top Radio and Podcast Network, as well as the 520 Collective. And shout out to our new famo. We are now on the Kingdom Now Network. So if you have Roku, Fire TV, and or Apple TV, you can catch past episodes of the Not the Same Podcast. So if you are from the Kingdom Now Network and you came over here and caught the live, we welcome you. We welcome our listeners anywhere that you get your streaming pleasures from. Thank you. Go ahead and drop them 5 stars, whatever it is. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying?
Streaming pleasures. Okay. Be careful, brother. This is a family show. What is happening here?
We welcome you, but it is a family show. But we
all are welcome here. For your streaming pleasure.
You acted up already, bro.
Let it breathe, dog. All right, man. Listen, we're very, very glad to be back here, as we said earlier, man. Without further ado, man, let's go and get into the show, man. We ain't gonna wait. If you in here and you're being quiet, it's okay. But we're gonna require you to say a few things as we go deeper into the show, man.
I gotta apologize, bro.
Okay.
Shout out to all my sneaker peekers.
Is this dude about to start crying or what? And then you muted yourself. Unmute yourself.
I did it on purpose. I shouted out the sneaker peekers and I left it at that. That was it.
I thought that boy started cussing. What you cussing for? You shout out the sneaker peekers with they sneaking selves.
Those sneaker selves.
With your sneaker selves. All right, man. Let's go and see what's good, man.
What's good?
Rob Redeem, my brother from another mother, like my homie Larry Rogers on the west side. Some say it's the best side, but we dwell in the Midwest. But be careful on the west side of St. Louis. Tuck in your chain. Man, my brother, what is good?
Hey, man, it's my Friday, bro. I ain't got nothing deep. I ain't got nothing special. It's Friday. I almost said a one-word fee hurt. I'm just happy to be sitting down for a straight hour. Ain't got to move, you dig? What's good with you, see?
First of all, I want to shout out everybody in the chat. What's up, D? Good to see you, sis. What's up, Hagen? He said he tuned in to work. Yes, sir. Miss Dingle, good to see you, sis.
What up, Shell?
A20 Digital. They
what
just
up,
said nope. Okay. All right, then. No to you too, then. No, I'm kidding. Ronald Jackson, what's up, sir?
What up?
Salute to everybody who's watching, man. We really appreciate y'all, man. But listen, we're going to go on and say what's good. My brother Rob say what's good with him. This brother's off. It's the weekend, baby, as they say on every radio station. It don't matter what city you stayed in, you heard that. It's the weekend, baby. You heard that on everywhere. Yeah, it is a weekend for my brother. For me, like A20 Digital Agency said, for me, no, it ain't the weekend yet. So I got one more day, one word. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
man. Yeah,
what's
man.
good with me, man, is that I am a massive NBA fan, and you see me decked out in full Grizzly gear. If I stand up, one word, even got the shorts on. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And I'm very, very happy for the season being back in session, man. We got our first win. It might be the only one for a while. I don't know. I don't care. We probably ain't going to win the championship this year, but that's the fun of being a fan of a team. You go through the ups and the downs. And last year, if you're a basketball fan, we was in hell. We was so far down, we was in hell. Straight Hades, dog. Last year, we was way, way, way down. So for us to win last night and have John Morant score the game-winning bucket, it's like good old times. So, hey, man, that's what's good with me. I'm so happy, brother. So happy to be here.
Yeah, all right. We didn't start off a good, but shout out to the Miami Heat.
Oh,
hey,
man, y'all
you know
be
what
all right.
it is.
Y'all know y'all trick off 75% of the season, play hard for the last 2 weeks, and go all the way to the daggum championship. That is the Miami Heat. The last time y'all was in a championship game, what was their regular season like? I got to answer.
We was in the play-in. We was in the play-in tourney.
Right. Went from the play-in to the daggum championship game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That is what y'all do. That is just what y'all do.
That is what we do. But this is not the sports show. Y'all catch
it
that every
not.
Wednesday. Same time, same channel.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Without further ado, man, we're going to get into the first topic for tonight. And if you was here last week, we were not able to have video. Guess what, brother? Videos are back. We back. We back. You know, we're going to have 2 good videos, man. I figured out what the problem was, and it's a keyword that killed Rob's computer last night, and it's a keyword that I needed to get the videos right. And you know what that word is, Rob? Update. Update fixed everything. You know, sometimes update fixes everything, and sometimes update messes up everything. And
you ain't never lied.
Who Jesus? But with that being said, let's hold up and wait and go on to get into our faith segment.
Hold up. Hey.
All right. Faith segment for tonight. A lot of people always love when we do topics about dating. I don't know why, but y'all seem to enjoy it. So here's one. Is dating outside of your educational level smart? Is dating outside of your educational level smart? I got a great answer for this, but brother, as usual, I was gonna let you go first. Go ahead, my brother.
It's levels to this, bro. Like
it is.
It's pun on the word educational level, and I like the way the smart on the end. Y'all will catch it later for the slow ones. Maybe you gotta watch who you dating. But the point for this one, it all depends on the people that's involved, man. And I'm gonna give examples, and then I'm gonna let you go. See. You have that one person I'll put the female who has the greater education over the male. You have some females who they're so smart, all they do is throw the degree in the person's face and make them and belittle the person without even realizing it. Or they're embarrassed. They like what he is in the bedroom or out in the streets or the little thug piece, but whenever they go to an event or a function, he can't articulate himself that well. So therefore they just want him to show up and be quiet. Yes. Then you have the other one where she's educated. She doesn't mind that he's not on her level. She's trying to raise him up because she see the potential. But this one where it's so insecure and self-conscious, now he has a problem with her education and he uses it and weaponizes her education against himself. And then vice versa with the men. They have women that they don't feel like as smart as they are, and they talk down on them, they belittle them, and they do this in a public forum.
Yes.
Or it's equal. It all depends on who you are and what you can handle. Because if you are insecure and you don't have that confidence in yourself, you can't mess with somebody that's not on your educational level because you ain't gonna be able to have no conversations. You're not gonna be able to talk this. You're not gonna be able to talk that. I'm gonna let you go because this is a good topic right here, brother.
Okay, I got to go to A20 Digital Agency. This is what I was gonna say. For the person who is not as smart and you get somebody who's smarter, for you, it is a big old, hey, you are winning. For the person who is smarter and you're reaching down, you could possibly be winning or you could possibly be losing. I think I would give a mirror to my own self. My spouse was born to make money. My spouse had a business at 6 years old. She is money. You know, there used to be the old preacher, money cometh. Money has always been attracted to her. And what I mean, she has been a businesswoman. If you meet her, you're not shocked. You know what I'm saying? Sis be on her game for what Rob say. Sis be on her game. She be about her business. Yeah, she is a beast when it comes to business. She has always been the one who excelled in the business level. And when I married up. But here's the thing. She just had to hold on. And, you know, little tink-tink kept tink-tinking. Tink-tink-tinking. And all of a sudden, That boy a full choo-choo train right now.
Right.
And thank God she held on, and then your boy leveled up, and we equaled out. We'll just say we equaled out. But everybody's not patient enough for that. So if I was the person, say I was the male, reaching down, I'm gonna have to make sure that's worth the investment, because sometimes you may not see the fruit of your investment for years, decades. You feel me? Like it may not be 5 years, dog. It may be 10 years. Listen, dog.
Right.
My spouse was big money, honey. Shoot, in the 20s. You feel me? And I was working just an average. Shoot, I was happy with $10 an hour. I was like, yes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was not the case with my spouse. And I thank God she was patient and allowed me to develop and bloom. But yeah, you have to make sure you are actually ready for that. You know what I'm saying? And I say this and then we'll move on. Like Rob said too, for the person that's a level up educationally, be careful not to belittle someone who don't have as much education as you, because trust me, just because you may not have book knowledge, street knowledge is important too. You know what I'm saying? Or being able to do things with your hands is very, very important, especially if you're a man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you may not be able to crunch numbers, but you put a bumper back on. You have value. You feel what I'm saying? Or if the way you answer problems gives you a bunch of value. You feel what I'm saying? So somebody may be able to answer problems inside this bank or inside a corporate room or whatever, but you may be able to answer problems with a photography camera. Shout out to my boy Cortez. Answer problems with a video. You need a videographer. You feel what I'm saying? Just be excellent where you at and then level up. Go ahead, bro.
But I mean, and then in this sense, you can find yourself where you're in a room. I'll put it to you this way. I know I can work a room regardless of who's in that room. And that person, it can be masters in that room. And what I mean by masters, I'm talking about degrees. We ain't talking about that other mess. Or it can be a bunch of one words in the room and they chopping it up about nothing. They just having a good time. And I thank God that I'm able to maneuver on both sides. And I'm going to tell you something. What I make, when people see me and they talk to me, oh, you were military. Oh, you were. But some of the wounds and some of the stuff that my uncle who on here taught me and other things and life lessons taught me, I got a job where there's people with masters and this, that, and businesses. And guess what? I'm in charge. And I praise God for that, because he's given me the wisdom to move. But I also was that cat who was insecure and thinking I was in that level too. I'll tell people in a heartbeat.
Of course.
I make jokes about the child support and call it the devil and all this. But listen, man, when you got that many kids and child support coming, you don't see dollars. And Nikki had to hold on for a long time.
Bless her patience.
Lots of patience. She had a business. I didn't know how to handle the fact that she was making moves, and here I am. That one word that I'm talking about, she making moves with her business, and here I am feeling inferior. Right. You can't do that, fellas. Ladies, you can't do that. But if you're in that position that you got the business and you are up there, encourage the person you with. Because if there's no encouragement there, they're gonna feel like it's divided, and you're looking at them like the help. And you don't want that for your marriage or your relationship or whatever the case may be.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the comments before I start back talking again. Ms. Dingle said earlier, for me, yes, I need my man to be smarter than me, at least in some areas. I feel that. D said, amen, Rob. Ms. Dingle says, I can play ignorant, but not dumb. I can make him feel smarter.
I think a lot of women do that to a lot of men, bro.
Oh, yeah, she ain't lying. Ronald Jackson says, I'm in agreement with both of y'all. Okay, bro. D says, right on. Just like you just said. Ms. Dingle said again, yep, education and wisdom are two different things. 100%, sis. Yeah. 100%, sis. See, like when you become one with somebody, man, a lot of people say, man, I need somebody to match my, I ain't with this energy stuff, but people say this. What they really trying to say, match my potential. But they say energy. But I need somebody to match me, and I need them to be equal with me. Okay, so you want to date yourself, right? So you want to marry yourself. You just want to get in the mirror and just, no, that's not how it goes. Where your weak points are, that's where your spouse should be strong. or who you're dating should be strong. If you are the exact same thing, like for example, if both of y'all are business professionals and the light bulb go out and none of you goofy one words can change the light bulb, what all that professionalism mean? You feel me? If both of y'all are business professionals and your husband is calling AAA, what? You know what I'm saying? You's a grown man and you calling AAA for a flat tire, get your, you know what I'm saying? You don't get your raggedy tail out there and fix it. Because there's practical things that, in my opinion, men are supposed to do. I ain't saying you got to change your engine, dog, but you can fix a flat. You know what I'm saying? If I give you an example, you know, we got this weight bench in our basement, and there's some screws at the bottom that get loose. My wife be like, hey, I need, you know, it's a little loose. Can you fix it? Okay, I don't need to be like, Rob, can you come fix this, bro? One word. Grab the tool.
Right.
About 7-8 times, and it's fixed. But what I'm saying, that's the value you can have, offsetting each other. Or sometimes it's the lady that's handy with her hands, and it's the dude that's the money man, and he's the businessman. He wears the suits, the Armanis, and all that, and he don't get his hands dirty. Okay, whatever. Whoever plays the role, somebody got to play the role. But you can't just be the exact same thing. Talking about, man, he matching. You know, you got to match my hands. You got to match me and all that. Nah, dog. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't think that's cool, in my opinion. Go ahead, bro.
I think in the question, as far as is it dating outside your educational level smart? It depends on who you are. You have to be smart about that decision that you're going to make.
Correct.
If you think, like some people meet folks and be like, it was just something about him. It was just something about her.
Yeah.
Ladies, fellas, if they for the streets, they for the streets. I'm just here to tell you. Bruh, take your cape off. Sis, take your cape off. If the one word for the streets is for the streets. If she for the streets, my guy, she's for the streets. You're not being smart. I'm just here to let you know.
My bad, bro.
So you got to be smart about, because educational level ain't always about, you know, curriculum. It's about education in life. And
man.
I'll put this up best. Put his comment up there.
That's 820.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yin to the yang. There has to be balance. You can't be the same. Exactly. You cannot be the same. Yes, pun on the words. You can't. Because if you are dating the same person, y'all are not going to be able to make anything. But when I talked about if they for the streets, they for the streets, stop thinking you can change somebody, because now you're not making an education decision. Now they did. My man's came through, saw you had the bag. My gal came through, saw you had the bag. She leveled up. And you never made the smart decision to realize, hey, what they really bringing to the table except for some and. You dig what I mean? That's all I'm saying, bro. You got to be smart. You got to be smart.
Yeah, you definitely have to be smart, man. I just think, and we end up hitting these topics a lot every once in a while, man, just because we pray about these things and we're pulled by the needs of the audience, you know. And, you know, sometimes these things need to be talked about, man. I just think, you know, I say this as an opposition, because, you know, this is a church. You know, we church people. You feel what I'm saying? We love the Lord. Everybody ain't perfect, and we don't expect nobody to be perfect. And if you expect us to be perfect, you're going to be sadly all caps disappointed. Yeah, you might well log off, dog. But I would advise you, if you're looking for a spouse, actually date people. You know what I'm saying? Because the old Christian way is, you know, you're going to meet this guy and the Lord going to tell you that's the one and that's it. It don't always work like that, dog. Because you may think that's the one and you talk to him about 30 minutes and you find out that boy is dumb as a bag of rocks. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I love you, boo-boo. You know, you be like, no, I can't live all my life with this. Or you may hang out and you have a couple of dates, you find out this man don't take care of the bill. You know, now, everybody have their own opinions. You know what I'm saying? We see this a lot on social media where it's like, okay, you know, no first date should be Applebee's. No first date should be this. And, you know, I'm kind of evolving this conversation. You know, as for that particular question, the first date should be what y'all agree upon, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So if it's a date where y'all dressing up and whatever, then nah, dog, you ain't dressed up to go to Applebee's. But y'all gonna
Right,
go in
right.
some Air Force Ones and some, some jeans and a nice top for the lady, and you got your shoes on. You the guy, you got your hat on like my boy Rob do right now, whatever. Then okay, oh, if it's a fun date, you going bowling. Okay, dog, what you going to Ruth Chris and then you're going bowling? That don't match.
Right,
You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right.
You may need to go to, let me dumb it down. Texas
Home
Roadhouse or
somewhere.
something.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
no doubt.
So, I don't know why I dug into that. I don't know.
No,
Don't worry
it's all
about social
good,
media, but it's all part of it. You feel what I'm
it's a
saying?
part of it.
Not having
Including the
incorrect
church.
expectations, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like and let me say this too. For the ladies, they be like, dog, I can't go here. Or the dudes be like, man, I gotta have this 10. One word is you a 10. You know what I'm saying? You like, I gotta demand that this girl gotta be this and this and this and this, and your belly and Dunlap so much you can't see your feet or others. Brother.
Right, you looking like the Michelin Man. No,
Yeah,
no body
that ain't
shame,
right.
but you can't have that expectation
If you ain't
And
got
then
your stuff together.
And
Go
I
ahead,
say
bro.
this about the church, like you get in the church and you education, maybe you biblical knowledge. You can quote the scripture with the best of them.
The best
Listen,
of 'em.
man, with the best of them, then you should know that you need to teach and approach things with love. Stop Bible bashing him or her, and y'all get to know each other. Like you can get to know each other and see if it lines up, thus saith the Lord, and through
Yes,
the
sir.
word. But
Yes,
don't
sir.
become the debate guy and it's like, I'm Pentecostal, and I'm baptized and filled with the Holy Ghost, and then you see the new girl walk in, and now all of a sudden you expect her to be on your level. So if you can't handle the biblical knowledge and can't handle like how certain people, that stuff is important. It's very, very important. Don't do it.
Miss Dingle said, yep, these fours be expected at 10.
Right. And hey, ladies, fellas, 4s, 10s, and the numbers ain't always about your looks. Because you can have a person that look like a 2 and a 10 because of their personality and what they bring to the table. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, hey. Yeah, it can happen that way.
You have to obviously be attracted to whom you're with.
Yeah.
But a marriage and a relationship is an investment. Make sure you smart about your investment.
Yeah, man.
Count the cost. The Bible say count the cost, dog. You know what I'm saying? Count the cost. And then you would never know unless you start talking to them and you start the old school courting. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean you got to go all the way, but you got to get around them and get to know somebody. You can't just sit up in a corner and expect a miracle, and then you gonna walk outside and you gonna trip over to the man of your dreams. Like literally, he there wiping his shoe, all of a sudden you trip over. That's not how this works. This ain't no movie, dog. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get out and talk and be friendly, and I say this coming from a very well churched home, and I get it. I went to a Christian school where people halfway dated. You know what I'm saying? They did a bunch of weird stuff like what almost happened with my nephew when he tried to go to that school and they had on weird rules. I went to something like that, and it made people weird. And then they next thing they can't keep their legs closed because they've been so restricted. It's like, man, shoot. Open season, and it backfires.
Right.
It backfires trying to create extra boundaries. But anyway, boy, we ain't got all off topic. My bad. Go ahead, bro.
All off topic, but yeah, man. Is dating outside your educational level smart? Be smart about it. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Be smart about it.
Please do.
If you led with the flesh, I'm gonna let you know that's what's gonna win. And then when you done and it ain't what it was, and it's the same, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Then there you go.
I'm laughing at Miss Dingle. That's the hard thing. I don't want to be outside.
Hey, that one is hard if you don't want to be outside. Is hard.
I mean, you listening to some redeemed hermits.
Right.
You both will get hermit mode real quick with each other. Best friends.
Hey, so I'm gonna say this and we can go. So because if y'all don't know, me and C has never done a show in the same room.
Never.
And when he say we can go in hermit mode, me and this one word won't say nothing until we about to go on the show or we see something that we gonna talk about. And then we got to reel each other back out. So I understand, Ms. Dingle, when you say you don't want to go outside, because I can sit on my couch and watch sports or play the game or stay in the studio easy and I'll be straight.
Brother, watch the video the 5 minutes before the show start. It ain't all laugh. Sometimes that brother looking down, you see me looking like this because I'm looking on the internet. Right. And ain't said a word, then we'll look up and be like, oh, we got like 5 minutes. Let's pray, brother.
It's showtime.
Gotta keep it real. Gotta keep it real. All right, let's hold up and wait, man. We get into our first video tonight by Miss St. Louis's own Miss Jackie Hill, her first single with Reach Records, man. Y'all check this out. I like it. I likes this. Check it out.
Yes.
Hold up. Hey.
It's called Pick It Up by Miss Jackie Hill.
I'm spying the liars, the cowards, the bias, the powers that's prowling around in the lake. Follow the Bible or try to debate. Follow the Bible or vow with the snake. If it's his will that is better, then why would I skate? Why would I coddle the fake? I'm awake and I'm twinning them. In the mirror, I'm Mary Kate to Ashley. If I'm sending them double the trouble. You hustling sugar, you keeping it sweet like a cinnamon. I tussle with sentences, not trusting in Benjamin, but in the enemy. God in the sage, God of the Bible, the body a page. Read them and tell if it's light or a shade. Darker the berry, the better the grape. Out in the field and I'm picking through wickets, the rituals flicking through missions from slaves. Give them this wisdom, they listen to sage. Twisting and turn till they burn in the lake. Energy, no I'm not Timothy. I'm Eric to Kennedy. Jackie on Nass's a beanie, a hoodie, and Dickie jeans. The drip is a liberty. Pick it up. 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 The drip is a liberty, freedom of speech. Yes, I'm a woman with freedom to preach. P is Aquila, Priscilla is me. We ain't the one, but the one who begets is the one in the three. CC's we whining for free. Winding the bindles, we finding the sheets. I'ma remind them the time is a common denominator. Lady Day is the least.
Cause we walk, I ain't too far from God, Sometimes we ain't gon' talk, You ain't the friend I want, I done surrender a lot, Now I gotta go give it up. They ain't putting no fear in us. I don't think that they hearing us. Cause we walk, I ain't too far from God. Sometimes we ain't gon' talk, You ain't the friend I want, I don't surrender a lot, Now I gotta go give it up. They ain't putting no fear in us. I don't think that they hearing us.
Pick up your Bible, let it light your way. Every single day it's here to stay.
Okay, that was Pick It Up by Miss Jackie Hill, new artist on Reach Records, very, very well-known speaker and book writer, and she hails straight from St. Louis. Been around music for a while, been around doing just in the public eye for a very while. I think she's probably more known for her public speaking and stuff. Let me go to the song itself. I got to salute Jackie Hill because that is the first video I ever seen where somebody just didn't even do a full two-step. She did a half-step and held all my attention, stayed in one spot and did nothing but really kind of, I ain't going to say diddy bop, but just got a bop on and it looked good. I love the way the words was popping around because it kind of was like, what they call it, a lyric video / actual video. But as for the beat and the music itself, she killed that joint. My only negative is I wish she would have rapped another verse. The switch up at the end was cool and it was creative, but I wanted to hear more bars, sis. That's my only negative to that. But that was very, very dope to me. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, first of all, what you pointed out, shout out that she had the in the studio video. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, that is exactly how it looks when you're in the studio booth. You don't go nowhere. You be in front of the studio or the microphone doing a half step to get in, and that's what she did. The bars was crazy. This is probably my favorite Jackie Hill song, and I know Jackie Hill fans gonna probably say, "You tripping?" The reason I'm saying this is my favorite one because she stepped outside her lane on this one. The beat wasn't 100%. Weird to me because if you heard her on Humble Beast, sometimes the beat threw me off. Right. With this one, with Reach, I felt like it made her reach outside of her comfort zone, and she killed that mug. And some of them bars with Juanita Bynum and CeCe Winans, like, come on, dog. Man, some of them bars and man, them joints was just
no. Yes, I'm a woman with freedom to speak. Preach. Come on, girl. Yeah. Come on.
The drip is a liberty. Yeah, that.
Come on, dog. Come on. Salute to her, man.
Church to understand that drip is a liberty and the
nasty boy.
Yeah, nasty. It was yeah. I like it.
Big salute to Jackie Hill. I've had the pleasure to meet her a few times. We've seen her a few times together and other times. she wasn't one of these artists that wasn't present around St. Louis. We used to see her when she stayed here. Big salute to her, man, and much success. Very dope song, and yeah, like I said, my only negative really ain't a negative. I just wanted to hear more rapping. You know what I'm saying? Because she was annihilating that joint. I want to put up this before we move on because I want to shout out The Voice. He said, coldest rapper from STL, and that's a big statement. We have phenomenal artists, including these or those on this show. Thank you, sir.
Hey,
appreciate
right on,
that.
boys.
And she is very, very cold. I can't. And she's very, very dope. All right, man, let's get into our CHH segment. Once again, that was called Pick It Up by Jackie Hill, if you want to add that to your playlist.
CHH segment.
That was good, John. All right. This is our CHH segment, man. CHH/music segment. This will eventually be renamed music segment because we don't just limit ourselves to CHH no more. Not that we are not pro CHH. We just all listen to all music, and we got to keep it 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Right, so the question for today is this. What makes an album to be considered a classic? What makes an album to be considered a classic? Mr. Davis.
Relevance, replay value, timeless music. If you got those three, and I'll give you an example. Tupac, Me Against the World. Forget All Eyes on Me. Me Against the World. That is a classic, timeless music. Yeah. Jodeci, Forever My Lady. Timeless music. Lecrae, After the Music Stops. Timeless music. You see what I mean? Like stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
There's certain artists that they put an album out and you can pop that in right now and not skip anything. And you go back in that moment, back in that time, you know exactly what you was doing. And yeah, man, like I said, relevance, replay value, timeless music.
Yeah, I'm gonna go even deeper, man. I agree with everything you said. I add to this, great artwork. You know what I'm saying? Memorable promotion, because when you see the former promotion towards it, it reminds you of it. Like Miss Dingle put up Ready to Die. When she said that, I saw the artwork. The little baby, all white, you know what I'm saying? That job was fire. You know what I'm saying? And it brought me back to that project. So great artwork, the marketing of it, and then, like you say, memorable songs. AKA anything Prince did. My man, straight classics. You feel what I'm saying? Anything Earth, Wind, and Fire did, straight classics. These type of artists, like, okay, we're not even putting nothing out unless this is a classic. Everybody can achieve that. Being an artist, that's not easy to do. You know, and I think me and my brother, we pretty good artists. I ain't gonna say we're phenomenal. We pretty good. And I would say both of us had a classic. And then there's some artists that have classics, plural.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you think about Jay-Z, what would you say is his classic? It's one thing come to mind. I ain't even heard the album, but everybody says Reasonable Doubt. That's what I always hear. You hear about Jay-Z? Reasonable Doubt. Ludacris, I wouldn't even know. I mean, me personally, I was a big Ludacris fan because he was so creative.
It got to be Chicken and Beer, bro.
One. Huh?
That Chicken and Beer, I believe that was the name of that album.
Yeah. Whatever one had the one had that #1 spot, that junk was hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he had the whole Austin Powers theme. That was dope to me. So I look at it like that, man, is memorable songs. And I think any classic album got to have a heartfelt song. So like the Tupac had the Dear Mama joint. You know what I'm saying? Reasonable Doubt had Song Cry. You got to have one of them joints that connects beyond just banging your head. You know, that is, man, these beats just hard, because that's not, you got to have more than that for that joint to be a classic as a rap album. And it's definitely for R&B. You got to have something that touch you as well as not, you know, just like Jodeci is baby making music. Let's keep it one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that after the show and the after party, that joint,
yeah, classic.
Classic to me, dog. And you gotta keep it real. So what do y'all think? What makes an album to be considered a classic? Miss Dingle said a classic is something you can listen to for years. D says Frankie Beverly and Maze. So 100%. Rest in peace, Frankie Beverly.
But what I'll say though, I don't want people to get. I'm not talking about classic songs.
Correct.
Because somebody can make a classic song. I'm talking about an album. Michael Jackson Thriller, Michael Jackson Bad.
Classic.
You know, those are classics where you can play it and let it go. Even
Let
the
it play.
songs that you don't even want to. Another part of me, we was nobody know what Michael was saying, but we knew that hook. You know what I'm saying? That it's those type things where the albums can come through. I know me and my aunt, we used to have this route going to Memphis every night, West Memphis. Share My World, you can play that mug straight through. Mary J. Blige, Share My World. Like it's just certain things that Ty Tribbett stand out. You know, that was it was a live album, but that man, he killed that mug. Dietrich Haddon, Lost and Found, classic for me. You know, so those are the ones that I can pop in right now and just vibe out for hours.
Your uncle says well organized, well selected records for your album. That is very, very good as well.
Yeah.
An album has to flow a certain way. Man. I love creativity where you hear it, it's almost like acts. You know what I'm saying? Like you see a movie, like movies normally really have 3 parts. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, okay, it's the opening and it's telling the story, then you got the middle, and then you got the conclusion on the climax. 3 parts. When an album is like that, that joint is dope to me. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about, for a gospel album, man, one album that touched me is when I was in school. It was Fred Hammond. It was the one with the black and green on it. I can't remember what the name of that joint was, but it had no weapon on there. The one that had no weapon on it. It also
had When You Pray on there. I can't think of the name of it, but that When You Pray.
Fred Hammond and Radical for Christ, brother. I'll be swimming in tears.
Yeah.
Brother, can't function. You might as well. I ain't going nowhere, dog. I'm gonna let this play. And I've seen him live before, and it was the same. And another thing about a classic too, man. When you are artists that have a classic and you perform live, you cannot go nowhere and not perform them songs. You feel me? You gonna have to perform them songs, and it doesn't matter the genre. Even rock singers and stuff, they got to perform those songs, because one thing you hate to hear from a popular artist say, "Okay, I got this new stuff," and you're like, "Man, I don't want to hear this." But as an artist, you're excited about the new stuff. You know, that old stuff is like, okay, yeah, I know that's gonna get them moving, but man, I jumped in this new bag, and they don't care nothing about it at all, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, Thizzle first album was fire. Flame first album was fire. Those are classics. Now I will say that Thizzle's very first album and Flame very first album, them joints are CHH classics to me, and I can pop them in right now and listen to because they were before their time. So it's one of them things, like you said, the heartfelt. Like DMX first album that dropped, like it was gritty, and it was just what was it? Hell is hot and something, whatever it was like called. Something was dark and hell was hot. That's something along that matter. But it was a classic, and because he was telling stories, you got to be able to pull people in and keep their attention, man. And like I said, like he said, it's like a movie. It's an act, first, second, third act. So I know everybody on here got their one classic album that they can pop in and be cool. And your classic album may not be what the masses. Don't get that twisted. The masses think the classic albums are the ones that the media tells them. But when you sonically can hear something all the way through, Andy Mineo, what was the album he put out? Me and you talked about how sonically sound that mug.
Man, that jam was so fire.
So like through the whole thing, it had
Unbreakable, Unsumething.
That's None of My Business was on there. Yeah.
But it's Unsumething, whatever.
But whatever that album was, to me, that was Andy Mineo's best album that he ever put out. Why? Because from front to back, my man was in his bag. It was sonically sound. I wasn't feeling the artwork because it was some I wasn't feeling the artwork on it, but I remember the artwork.
Uncomfortable. That's what it was called, Uncomfortable.
I remember the artwork, but that was a classic, bro. You can go back and listen to that now.
Miss Dingle said the album we was talking about was Purpose by Design by Fred Hammond. It was that one. I like that one, and I like Spirit of David. They both the album's covers kind of look the same. Purpose by Design had more green. Spirit of David was more black with a little bit of green. Both of them Fred Hammond was just a great worship artist. It just took me to a place, bro.
Thirsty. That was that Thirsty album.
Yeah. As for CHH one, man, I have to say, and this is one that like impacted my life, was Ambassador.
Oh, your Layman's Terms, bro.
Yeah, that one. With him in front of the school, in front of the desk with the boot.
Yeah.
Christology in Layman's Terms, man, broke me, dog. Broke me. As a Southern dude listening to East Coast stuff that didn't really like East Coast stuff, what he was saying just penetrated. Your uncle said Dave Hollister, Chicago '85 is a classic. Okay.
Yeah, no, it is. That one,
Yeah.
David was in his bag for that one. That's
Yeah,
his
man.
best album.
Yeah.
Outside of his gospel album, his gospel album was dope too. He had some bangers on his gospel album.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, man, we'll leave it there. I thought more people would have their classics, but when you talk about
we got
classics,
a few of them in there. We good. We got a few of them in there.
I know we got classic songs. Everybody can make a classic song, but an album is something different.
Album.
It's hard to make a classic album, man.
Well, you gotta be another level of an artist to be able to make a classic album. Everyday artist can't make classic albums. That's why every album ain't classics unless you are just phenomenal, like a Prince.
Right.
That is phenomenal, or like a Michael Jackson who had multiple classic albums. Because that's legendary type artists. You know what I'm saying? But the everyday very good, two great artists gonna have one or two, or maybe one or two classics. You know what I'm saying? And if you're lucky as an indie artist be able to get you one, hey, it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because it all comes together. And I know what it's like. It all comes together. It's a great feeling. You can go back and listen to it and be like, man, that one don't even sound like me.
Right.
Who was that? That John was bumping like it ain't.
I wonder, can I write that right now? That's
The answer is
no.
Let that be.
That moment.
What's up, Miss Mac? Miss Mac said, "Evening, everyone. So sorry I am late. Cooking. Hope everyone is well. Good to see you, sis. It's all good. It's all good.
All good.
All right, man. We about finished with that one, man. We're gonna get to the last song of the night. It's by an artist by the name of John Keefe. We wanted to play this last week. Check this video out. He is a rapper, but he is in his R&B bag right here. He got this little dance. It's a very creative video, man. I'm boosting it up. Hopefully y'all like it the way I liked it. I know my brother saw it already. Y'all check this out. I can't remember the name, but you'll see it in a minute. By Mr. John Keefe, man. Here we go.
Hold up. Hey.
Yeah, it's called No Love by Mr. John Keefe, featuring Anatolia. That's a name. Shut up, Crispy.
Crispy.
Hey, they made up, dog. It's all good.
Okay. I heard some things about you. Things too good to be true. But I can't play like no fool. My past is so taboo. Would you treat me like I'm new? Would you see the things I do? Cause I never seen love like that. I never seen love like that. I never seen love, never seen no love like that. No, I never seen love like that. Never seen love like that. Okay. Never seen love, I never seen no love like that. Lonely, I said I was better off lonely. I bet I look nice from the nosebleeds. I've been trying to do right, but they left me bad. Don't say you love me, show me. I don't wanna feel good, I wanna feel at home, I wanna feel right, I wanna feel holy, still holy.
Hey, you good, bro? You trying to keep going?
I've been on the edge, I'm on the run. Tell me when you fed up or you done. Tell me it don't matter where I'm from. Do you really see me from the inside when I'm stepping on the outside of your dress? I can't make this up. I can't make this. I'm caught up in the moment. You devoted and I've been in devotions. Still by me when I ain't even noticed. I be wild and I'm driven by emotion and everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. You gotta break this down, I'm broken. You take secrets and bury it in the ocean. When they be blowing up the spot like Nolan. Whoa, oh my God.
I heard some things about you, things too good to be true, but I can't play like no fool. My past is so taboo. Will you treat me like I'm new? Will you see the things I do? I never seen love like that. I never seen love like that. Never seen love, never seen no love like that. I never seen love like that. Never seen love like that.
Never seen love, I never seen no love like that.
I tried to find it, but didn't find nobody.
I heard some things about you, things too good to be true, but I can't play like no fool. My past is so taboo. Would you treat me like I'm new when you see the things I do? Cause I never seen love like that. I never seen love like that. No, I never seen love, never seen no love like that. No, I never seen love like that. Never seen love like that. Okay, never seen love. I never seen no love like that.
So that was No Love by Mr. John Keith. Thoughts on the video? Video was very creative to me to be all shot in one spot. I love the part where the young lady was projected on the screen and she sung her part, where it went from where he was to there, just a video thing. That was a one shot, which made that dope because it wasn't no cuts in it. So it just went straight over there, projector on the screen. He just sitting there, watching her sing her part. And it was cool. I love, as an artist, I always love hearing a song with a male voice and then a female voice come in, especially if the female voice is not deep. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it jokingly. I'm saying that because there's some deeper singing female voices. But with the contrast makes it sound very, very cool. Now, I do not understand that little dance he was doing, but, Rob made this joke about him when we saw him down there at Holy Smoke Fest. I can't get it out of my head, man. Look just like Casey. And it's stuck in my head for life, in a way. But after that, I thought the song was dope, though. I enjoyed it. It was a nice vibe. Go ahead, bro. Unmute yourself, brother. Unmute yourself.
His silhouette looks like KC for sure. You had to see him up on stage.
You had
with
to
that
see
being
it.
said, the video was dope to me. The song was dope, but John Keith is dope. I've been on him for a minute. Like when he first came out, whenever this brother would do songs like this, I would gravitate to those type songs a little more because it makes me listen. And he's talented, man. He's super talented. And him and MD Tribe, shout out to them young brothers. We talked about CHH as a whole last week, I believe, on where it's going and how it's the evolution of it and where these young brothers are going. And shout out to John Keith. The video was dope, man. Y'all go check it out.
Yeah, big salute to John Keith, Indie Tribe, that whole clique, all those guys, man, putting together some very, very good music. Chrissy made mention of, there was another gospel artist named Bryson, I can't remember his name, but they kind of was beefing and they squashed their stuff. So salute to them for being grown-ups about stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Salute to them for that. But with that being said, man, we're going to get into one last point and then we up out of here, bro.
Yo. Have you ever thought, I really enjoy what these guys are doing with this podcast? How can I help support them? How can I be a blessing to them? Look, y'all need to make sure y'all hitting that notification, subscribe, or the subscribe and notification bell.
Yes, sir.
So that anytime that we go live, y'all will know it. Whether it's on Thursday nights for our Faith and Music show, every Wednesday for the sports, or every other Tuesday when we do our Bible study. If you want to sow a seed, hit that cash app, # Not the Same Podcast. Or you can go to notsamepodcast.com/support and see what we got going on over there. If you like to advertise, if you go to the website, there's little things we can do where we can shout your brand and anything that you got going on, as long as it's no foolery, and we got the prices up and everything that's going on with that. So that's how you can support us. We appreciate y'all sliding.
Yeah, appreciate everybody coming in tonight, man. Very good show. Love y'all, man. And look, we'll be back next week with a Bible study as well as a music and faith show and a sports show. With that being said, man, I'm C-Micah.
I'm Rob Redeem.
And we are out of here. We will see y'all next week.
Yeah.
About our Father's business. Rhyme mode. Filled with this Holy Spirit. That's a cheat code. Holiness the standard. We never fold. We about to make a scene. Episode. About our Father's business.